Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Seekers of the Supernatural. I'm your moderator, Tony Sparrow. Tonight we have two special guests with us, along with your hosts, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Tonight we have Dr. Joe Klemick and Jennifer Benever, who are psychic investigators who will be talking about two haunted cases that are active right now as we speak. What I'd like to do is start out with Ed, if I may, and ask Ed about the house that is in Trumbull, Connecticut.
Trumbull, Connecticut, yeah. This is a very interesting case in that there's three young ladies that live there and the mother. And it seems that a murder was committed many years ago. I'd probably 35, 40 years ago. And what they see is the apparition or ghost of a young girl. And the mother has been seen that she's one time been in the bedroom and she turned around, she felt there was a presence there. And here's this girl, she's looking at her, she's around 15 years old, and she's smiling and she's very happy. And then she just disappeared. Well, the mother never said anything about this. And the next sighting was in the garden. She was working out in her garden and she felt a presence again. She turned around and here's this young girl again looking at her and looking very happy. And then she just disappeared. Now this is broad daylight. This is very, very unusual. This is an outdoor spirit, and we call those lepties, outdoors. So the next sighting was one of the daughters, a young girl, I guess she was around 18. She was in her bedroom, she was puttering around doing homework or something, and all of a sudden she felt a presence. And she looked around and here's that same girl. And she's looking at her and looking very happy, smiling, and then she actually walked over and sat on the bed. And I believe there was a conversation between them.
There was a conversation between the two of them, and then this dark form, who we believe to be the person who had perpetrated it, of this man, and the girl ran and hid in what was at that time a closet, but is no longer a closet today, Tony. Now, when we went to the house, we tried something different. Ed said, I'd like to try something different in this house. Instead of commanding the spirits, you know, in God's name to reveal themselves, let's try to do it in a much more gentle manner. Now, I don't know why he chose this particular house.
I was thinking to myself, if I was a spirit and somebody walked in and I didn't know who this person was, and they start screaming, in the name of Jesus Christ, get out of this house, leave now, don't ever come back, I wouldn't feel very welcome, even if I was an earthbound spirit. I'd stay hidden. So I thought what we should do is to treat the spirit as though we're welcoming in to have a conversation with us, and that's what you did.
And that is exactly. Ed played this music, which was very gentle, very low.
What kind of music?
Type of music, like fairy
classical music.
Like a classical music.
Spirits like this type of thing. You know, the emotions are everything. So if you make the spirit welcome, they're going to come in. It's just like if somebody walked in here right now, if it was somebody you didn't like, you wouldn't stay here too long. But if it's somebody you like, you'll stay around, have conversation. Spirits don't change. People don't change. Their emotions don't change. So we wanted to make a friendly atmosphere for this young girl or the man to come into, and then we could communicate with them.
Now, what had happened then at this time, Tony, was that Joe was taking film. He was taking video footage. Now, we had noticed, both Jennifer and I and one of the other people, one of the other researchers who were with us, noticed that one particular area of this house was not a comfortable area.
I just wanted to add this, that we decided to go back there, and Joe and Jennifer and a couple of other people came as investigators from the New England Society for Psychic Research, and we had cameras all set up, we had recorders all set up, and the idea was to try and get some film showing ghostly phenomena, such as electromagnetic energy or ghost globules, or maybe even a face or a full figure. So this is why Joe and Jennifer were there.
Yes.
Joe,
yeah, let him give.
What did you experience in that house?
I didn't experience much. I'm the cameraman and the audio man,
right,
in many instances, but in that house, I think that one of the most striking things to me was when you were playing that music, and Lorraine and Jennifer were sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them, at the same time, seemed to be in the same place, but in sync with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But you were coming to the house from one direction, and you were coming to the house from the other direction,
Mm-hmm.
and talking about what you were seeing and what you were experiencing. And I guess
it was really phenomenal. That does not happen to me that often.
In other words, you and Jennifer were on the same wavelength?
We were
What were you
exact-
seeing, Jennifer?
I was approaching, Lorraine had begun by talking about the house back many years ago when this incident occurred.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden I found myself traveling along with this young girl who was coming through the fields toward the house.
This is clairvoyantly now.
This is clairvoyantly. And Lorraine was while I'm thinking this and experiencing this, Lorraine is talking about the back of the house, and I was actually approaching the house from the side when this girl whom I was traveling with reached the back of the house. All of a sudden